So I was told by a member of my Discord server, link in the description by the way, that there was this art program that was just like Procreate. Yes, a Procreate dupe. Isn't that crazy? And apparently you can use it on Android and it's free. Yeah, that sounds too good to be true, right? So yeah, we'll be putting the app to the test. Will it be as good as Procreate? Is it better than Procreate? I don't know. So let's go. I completely forgot to mention that I'm talking about HiPaint. Yes, very cool. From first impressions, yeah, the resemblance is really crazy. Like, this is built like the discount Procreate. Procreate from Alibaba or whatever. They even copied the bars over here, like, wow. I don't even know if it's just me, but it kind of looks like if Procreate and ibispaint had a love child. Is it just me? Like, the way these icons are sprawled out kind of reminds me of how ibispaint has their toolbar formatted. Like, just a tad bit. Like, come on. ibispaint, HiPaint. The paints are painting the logo. They're both shaped like peas. Am I not the only one seeing this? Am I crashing out? The first thing that stood out to me were these bars over here. Unlike Procreate, it had its brush sizes measured in pixels, not percentages. And honestly, this is really nice. ibispaint also does this too, and honestly, I just prefer this. Like, come on, Procreate. What does 20% mean, okay? If my brush size is at 20%, what does that mean? How big is 20% compared to my canvas, okay? I work on different canvas sizes. I need to know the specifics. But I really like how they kept all the features that made Procreate really fun to draw on. Like, look at this brush stabilization. Like, really. Just buttery smooth. Look at that. Doesn't that just tickle your brain? And also the fill tool. They have the fun, silly fill tool thing. Like, we love that. We love that. For an app that's free, it's got a pretty good collection of brushes. Like, look at these brushes. Very scrumptious. Like, take a look at these custom brushes I made. And this, and this, and... oh, look at that. A convenient segue to the part where I tell you to comment blurberina. Why? I have no clue. Like, come on, guys. Imagine if, like, someone looks through the comment section of this video and they see a bunch of people commenting blobberina, right? They'd be confused. That'd be fun. A little chaos, you know? I really like the reference window feature. I love how you can just add as many references as you like. ibispaint has this feature too. Lovely. Love to see it. Unfortunately, Procreate only allows you to reference from one image to my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, guys. I like to work my way around it by just plopping all of these references into one big mood board. You can also customize your toolbar over here, which is just really convenient. Compared to Procreate, I definitely had an easier time adapting to this app. I definitely had a harder time getting used to Procreate. I mean, learning anything new is hard at first. I had a lot of fun trying to draw in HiPaint. There were so many tools to work with, but I realized that it doesn't have a proper lasso fill tool like on ibispaint, but you know, father like son. Procreate doesn't even have that too. The real ones know why I'm so upset about it. I think the selection tool is also pretty weird. Like, it's kind of jiggling. Like, can you see that? It's kind of weird. And I don't know, but sometimes I just feel like I'm drawing in 4 FPS. Like, the drawing experience here isn't as smooth. It just feels glitchy, and it doesn't sync up with the iPad, so you can't really drag and drop images from your gallery onto the app. Anyways, for no reason whatsoever, I decided to redraw this Madoka artwork I did. I really wanted to step out of my comfort zone for this one, so I decided to draw a full body. Well, I tried to. Emphasis on tried, okay? I kind of suck at anatomy, which is why I've never done an anatomy tutorial. Seriously, I think you can get more value learning from someone else. Not me, guys. Not me! Anyways, just a tip for anyone that's trying to get their colors to look, what? Colorful? Whenever people select a darker color, they usually shift it towards like a darker gray, right? But what I do is I shift the hue as well. This way, you get a little color variation in there. Looks a little better. Trust me on this one. While I was drawing, I kept noticing these spots and splurges on the screen that came out of nowhere, and I realized it was coming from my hand touching the screen. Apparently, HiPaint has a problem with that. ibispaint and Procreate has a better way of dealing with this, but it's really annoying. We're just gonna quickly use liquify. That's not right. yeah, it's not the best. It's I couldn't really find any good airbrushes to work with. They were all pretty hard to work with in general, so I don't know. And I don't know, I just didn't really like how this drawing was turning out. Maybe it's because I was getting frustrated because I've been drawing for like 5 hours straight. Maybe because I'm just so used to my lasso tool. I'm just a lasso tool main, okay? It just gets things done at a quicker pace. And I guess I just hate drawing for long periods of time, which is ironic, I guess, because I'm an artist and that entails I'm supposed to be patient and take my time. But no, I'm just really impatient, guys. Now at this point, I'm pretty much 80% done with the entire artwork. All I need to do is finish up the background and all of that. I've pretty much rendered most of the character. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like absolute shit. Don't get me wrong, it's a good render, but I just hated the colors. They just looked off to me. So usually I'd start playing around with the colors, shifting the hue, shifting color variations. I added more details to the hair because, yes. Here's a before and after comparison. Yes, it looks way better now. Most of you are probably confused and asking the same question like, Aka, what do you mean you render with a lasso tool? What does that even mean? That's unheard of. Fair point. I don't know how to explain it, but here's some footage of me just going at it. I don't know how to explain it. You just use the lasso tool. Now this background was one heck of a beast, I'm telling you. You see these pillars with flowers, clocks, and ribbons that look like they should mean something? Yeah, no, I just added them in because they looked cool, and I might have gotten a bit too passionate with referencing an artist I found on Pinterest. Now the background looks suspiciously similar, dead similar, might I say. Problem is, I can't find the artist anymore. So guys, please, if anyone recognizes their artwork, please let me know in the comments. I really want to credit them. And to the real ones who are still watching to this part, I love you guys. So here's a little Easter egg for you. Yes, Megamind. I hid Megamind in my drawing. Just so you know, comment Megamind on my Instagram post. Just for the funsies, you know. Maybe follow me if you want. Admittedly, this app was pretty impressive. I mean, considering it's free, it very much has the essence of Procreate. And the fact that I barely got any ads on here was just really nice. Like, unlike another free counterpart, no shade to ibispaint though, I love it with all my heart. But come on guys, can you just slack off on the ads just a tad bit? I love your lasso tool, please. I don't want to deal with the ads. So after drawing and having fun on HiPaint, here are my final thoughts. For those looking for a nice alternative to Procreate, I think HiPaint isn't a bad choice at all. People tend to underestimate what free art programs can do, but considering it's free, barely has any ads, and comes with a ton of tools, it's pretty impressive. I should warn you that it can be a bit glitchy at times, and it might tweak out here and there. It also doesn't have the best liquify tool, but I do prefer the drawing experience on ibispaint compared to HiPaint. It feels a bit smoother, and it has way more filter effects. I like to play with filter effects. But overall, HiPaint is really solid. Maybe give it a shot. It's probably like an 8.5 in my scale. So yeah, that's it for me.